It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the New York Giants and the Atlanta Falcons. And it comes your way next on Madden Football.
First opened in 2017, there's a look at the beautiful state-of-the-art Mercedes-Benz Stadium here in Atlanta, GA. Up in the booth with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and kickoff straight ahead, CD. What's one thing that you're going to have your eye on?
I think about what the great coaches of the past always said, the key to any ball game. Can you rush theirs and protect yours? Well, in this case, both of these teams get after the quarterbacks. I'm watching the pass rush.
All set to do the honors, and we are underway from Atlanta. And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
Brandon, I know he isn't at the status of some of the elite names in this league, but I do know he's an absolute fighter because he's heard all the criticism. He's read the articles that say he isn't good enough to be the starter, and he absolutely does not care. All he wants to do is prove every doubter wrong and show that he belongs in this spot.
They'll run here with a rookie. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Oh, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly, they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
To throw is DeVito. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. They'll send the tight end in motion. DeVito going to look to throw it. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Falcons are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, the turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
So here are the Falcons now as they get set for their opening possession. And leading the charge, their lefty QB.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. He took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Here's Penix. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
They'll run with Robinson. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
That ball is caught. It's London for the Atlanta touchdown. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass, and the Falcons take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So the Giants getting the football back here for their 2nd drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. Well, maybe that'll help him settle back into a groove after the interception on the first drive here, picking up the 1st to start drive number 2.
And it is just starting over, isn't it? Sometimes it's just how you have to do it. You have to erase things from your mind. Don't worry about what happened before, because over the course of a game, the good players, things turn out pretty well for them, and that's what he's trying to do here.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now it's DeVito. Open man is the rookie, Theo Johnson. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the 1st down due to the previous penalty.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
To throw, it's DeVito. There's Manhurts, the tight end. So they'll get nothing out of that play. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. 3rd down, here's Tracy. And he gets this one across midfield for the 1st down to the 46. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Here's DeVito. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he's got this down to the 35. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a 1st down. Tracy trying the right side. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Officially, it's a 1 yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They'll go again with Tracy. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. To the air is DeVito. Shedding through the defense. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Throwing now, DeVito. Throw right side, taken in by Bellinger. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Daniel Bellinger, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Giants are an extra point away from drawing level.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Graham Gano on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it was finished off with a touchdown by Daniel Bellinger. So only even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Now Penix. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And looking to throw, Penix. That's brought in downfield by London. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Looking to throw, Penix. That's to the former Bear, Darnell Mooney. Sharp there with his feet, gets him a little extra space, and then drop just inside the 20. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that will bring up second down. Robinson up the middle. He's dropped just inside the 20. A little second effort there, but couldn't find a whole lot of space. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And he is going to have a Falcons first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
That's another Falcons first down.
They'll run again here with Robinson. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after 1. Back now in Atlanta's second quarter action, the Falcons with the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal. To the air, Penix. That ball is caught. It's London for the Atlanta touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Falcons have taken the lead. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
You throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Amir Smith-Marset now from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked out officially at the 21. Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He had the interception on the opening drive, but bounced back to throw a touchdown last time out. And he'll look to build on that as they start 1st and 10. They'll start with a run by Tracy. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That one, a first down pickup of 8. They'll set up a throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
They'll throw with Penix. This pass is caught by London. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's good for 28 yards.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Back to throw here. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Falcons have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Had 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents, and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now 21-7. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The New York set to take the field. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this, because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 2nd down. In motion, Slayton. Straight ahead, here's Tracy. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
And the see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Pass is caught by Wan'Dale Robinson. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 45-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here from Falcon territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. He'll drop to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Oh, and now some space to operate. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. That one taken in by Neighbors. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 17-yard line. Tracy going to get it on first down. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Holding offense.
Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
That caught by Manhurts. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series, because drives like that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Man open, that's Ray McCloud. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers, he's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Here's Penix. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 44 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Back to Robinson now on 1st down. He stiff arms him. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. A good run on 1st down, and now they contemplate a 2nd and goal situation. Robinson will score. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it was Bijan Robinson who took it home with a touchdown run. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. In possession switching back to the New York Giants. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Only able to gain a couple there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. DeVito going to look to throw it. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
First down.
They'll hand it to Tracy. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
And then he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Lorenzo Carter with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Falcons offense and Drake London headed back onto the field. And it may be time for this defense to start throwing a second defender his way, because whatever they've done, it has not worked in this first half. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself, because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they've sequenced things, how it's run. But you know, at the end of the day, it's still...
First mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. They've got a pretty comfortable lead right now, but maybe a little too careless with the football that time for the rookie.
I think the key word there is comfortable. And there's 2 schools of thought on it. With that type of a lead, maybe you can take a few more chances because you have a cushion. Others will tell you, don't eat up the cushion with careless play. He'll learn to ride that line as he moves on in his career.
New York set to take the field. And now they start in plus territory following that turnover, as they'll try to get some points here before halftime. In motion goes the tight end. Now it's DeVito over the middle, taken in by Neighbors. So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Buying time to his left. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Here comes 3rd and the length of the football. To throw, it's DeVito. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
And Brian Dable, with his background on offense, he's got a call ready, and they are going to go for it on 4th down. To throw is DeVito. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Here's DeVito. That's complete. It's Neighbors. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing now, DeVito. Over the middle, he completes it to Robinson. And the Giants are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Now it's Tracy. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. Gano's kick is good, and the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. 1 second, all that remains. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Falcons offense and Michael Penix set to take over once more. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Second half begins with a run by Robinson. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Now, that's a run that warms a play caller's heart because you're actually set up to do whatever you want on offense. You can come right back and run essentially the same play because you have momentum, or you can fake that running play and throw something deep over the top, or you now feel like you have an extra down to play with because if you go ahead and just throw it and you don't get it, come back and try and pick it up on 3rd down.
94 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain, the next 2 to 3 seconds to continue to move people.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Robinson on a give right side. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
They'll motion out one of the tight ends. Robinson is into the end zone. It's a Falcons touchdown.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
Coup for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it was Bijan Robinson who took it home with a touchdown run. Following the touchdown, here's Coup to kick off. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Giants offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And it's been a struggle for him all afternoon. This defense has really done a nice job of making him earn everything he gets, and it's prevented him from getting into any kind of rhythm here today. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. They juked him. And that's just a solid, good physical run there as he motors for 9 yards.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
On the jet sweep, it's Robinson. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down.
And the Giants first down.
On the give, it's Tracy. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Right back to Tracy. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 35.
15. First down, New York.
On the run is Tracy. And able to get this to the 31.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Here's Tracy. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. 45 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. On the ground, here comes Tracy. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
To the air is DeVito. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick six territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Lorenzo Carter able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Even keeping the back in for extra protection on third down, they still couldn't prevent the sack. Now it's 4th and long thanks to a terrific individual effort on defense.
Gano's kick is good, and they're back within 3 scores as it's now a 22-point game. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Falcons offense and running back Bijan Robinson set to take over once more. And as we roll through some of the highlights, we see how crucial he's been to their success in this one. When he's in this type of a groove and his offensive linemen are creating running lanes for him, he can really put on a show, and he's done so here. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. In motion goes McLeod. Play fake, and they'll throw with Penix. His throw incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. They'll run this one right with Robinson. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. A play fake. Now Penix. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. And the Giants are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Now a handoff up the middle. Tracy. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Eddie Goldman with a sack. Here's Jamie Gillen now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. And as we look back at how we got here, you'll notice a common theme in these highlights. A lot of yardage through the air. The passing game has been sharp right from the outset. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They begin the drive with Robinson. There's Robinson showing the flash. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 135 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Now Penix. Short throw caught by Pitts. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
It's 3rd and 1.
Robinson will try to pick it up. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. They'll go play action here with Penix. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Brian Burns flying in there and dropping him for the sack. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. On the counter, this is Rob. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. But he has been And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
After review of the play.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Kayvon Thibodeau with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. And New York set to take the field. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Giants. Daniel Bellinger with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team. Well, partner, since this new 2-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The home team's offense and their big play wideout getting ready to get back to work. And he's had some kind of game. They made it a point to get him involved early, and it has paid giant rewards to this stage of the game. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They start on the ground with Robinson here. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And that's just an ideal run to start this drive because they're in full ball control mode now. So if you keep ripping off 7, 8, 9 yards of carry, you're going to have a great chance of finishing off this game.
A first carry for Tyler Algier. And he'll push forward to the 37, gain of 2.
And this is the worry because sometimes you get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up and you're staring at an important 3rd down.
And this will be a Falcons first down as good running gets them to about the 44. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Now 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll run again here with Robinson. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and that's going to make it 4th down. Penix going to sneak it. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10. Robinson up the middle. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 32-yard line.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Here's a screen for Robinson. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Throw left side. There's London. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 2 yards to go, 2nd down.
At the 12-yard line.
Looking to throw, Penix. This is caught, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Ray McCloud, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like fourth quarter, and the QB is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. And New York set to take the field. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Fifth catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. He'll look to throw. That's complete to Slayton. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Over the middle, complete. That's Robinson. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That is caught. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give them 32 yards as we inch our way to the 2-minute warning. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. They'll set up to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Falcons are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Robinson with another carry. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
2nd and 6 at the 40-yard line.
Hand off now to Robinson. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one. Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Falcons here as we say so long from Atlanta.
said it was up and it was stuck.